Hi, I'm Chris Ward, and today I'm here at the State Forest in Lanesboro, Massachusetts to talk to you about glaciers. Glaciers are massive ice sheets that exist on the land all year round. During the last ice age, about 10,000 years ago, glaciers reached as far south as Massachusetts. While these ice sheets move relatively slowly, they're able to break off pieces of the bedrock and carry giant boulders across the land until they melt where they deposit them.
The concept of the ice age was first proposed in the mid-1800s by arguably the most well-known glacial scientist, Louis Agassiz. Following his studies in the Swiss Alps, he had concluded that these massive sheets of ice had existed down through both the Mediterranean and Caspian seas, and he had also concluded that similar phenomena must have existed in other continents throughout the world, most notably North America, which he would later study in places such as Maine and also the Great Lakes as well. As we transition to look at the map of just how thick the ice sheets were at one of the ice ages, approximately 21,000 years ago, we see that major Canadian cities such as Montreal and Toronto are over 2,000 meters under ice.
As you can see from this chart, the amount of ice is shrinking, altering the landscapes of glaciers, becoming way smaller from factors such as climate change being induced from the burning of fossil fuels and extraction of natural resources. With these negative effects on glaciers taking place at fastest rates ever, now is the time to go out and explore the effects of glaciation before it's too late. Right in our backyard, the natural bridge in North Adams, Mass. Is a product of glaciation.
According to geologists, this is 550 million-year-old bedrock carved into an arch by the force of glacial melt.
The natural bridge is one of the best places in New England that demonstrates the effects of glaciation. Glacial striations are scratches and gorges cut out of the bedrock by moving glaciers, and as you can see, are very prominent here at the natural bridge. Another example of glaciation not too far is Balance Rock, located in Lanesboro, Massachusetts State Forest.
This is Balance Rock. As you can see, this is a massive boulder that was picked up by a glacier during the last major ice age and then deposited here. As the planet's atmosphere warmed, the glacier melted and it left this rock precariously balanced on top of this other rock. As you can see, this rock isn't going anywhere. In the late 1800s, this was a very popular spot for teenagers to come and hang out. And back then, the way that the rock was positioned, you could take a group of 8 to 10 strong guys and you could position them all around the rock and you'd be able to tip the rock back and forth on its pedestal. The farmer that owns this land got tired of everybody trespassing on it. So he decided that he was going to knock the rock off of its pedestal once and for all. What he did was he hooked his 2 strongest oxen to this rock, and then he tried to have them pull the rock off of the other boulder. It didn't work though. What ended up happening was this rock just rotated down. And as you can see, it's still balanced, but it ground down onto the other boulder, and now it's solid. It doesn't move at all.
The monumental size of glaciers equals the amount of tourism it brings in. The increased melting of these glaciers is lessening the time humans have to see such a cool landscape. With the tourism of glaciers being so huge, there is much added accessibility to these glaciers, such as trails for hikers, bikers, and even climbers who want to experience glaciers from more than just afar. So while these extravagant landscapes still exist, now's the time to take advantage of this last chance tourism.
You've just been a part of a glacial moment. I'm Chris Ward, and thanks for watching.